Good morning. plug the cable back in. Plug the cable back in. Thank you very much indeed. Welcome to Matt in the Kitchen. And it's the first one. We're just trying this out. So for those of you who are not aware, let me just go to my comments here. Let's just cancel that. I bought a new food mixer, and so I thought, well, why not do a bit of baking? So let's have a look at the food mixer down here. And my wife said to me, you know, you bought this food mixer, I bet it just sits in the corner gathering dust. So I thought, right, I better do something that means that it won't sit in the corner gathering dust. And so because I love my gadgets, I thought I'd do a bit of baking on Facebook Live at the same time. And I think it was Ronnie, my friend Ronnie Barber, or it might have been me, that came up with the feature of There's a Mat in the Kitchen. So that's what I'm running with. There's a mat in the kitchen. So welcome to my kitchen. It is relatively tidy today. My lovely wife Abby has worked her magic on that, and we've roughly tidied it up. So it's my mum's birthday today, so we're going to be baking a cake today from Delia's Complete Cookery course. That is what we're doing today. I'm just going to, from time to time, I will go to the comments if there actually is any. First of all, hello to our first watcher, Simon Jones. Morning to you, Simon. We will do comments during the show at sort of set points. I will have a look and see if I can do some comments and see if any have come in. So do feel free to stick in a comment. That would be most appreciated. So we're going to do Delia's all-in-one sponge. This is not meant to be this cookery Facebook Live. I am by no means expert, all right? This is just a bloke in the kitchen who happens to be baking, and you can watch me. Simple as that, all right? So, Delia. It's a new edition for the 1990s. So we are going to do Delia's all-in-one sponge. All right, there's the recipe. So the trouble is, it's saying 2 7-inch sponge tins, and I've got 9-inch. So I'm going to adapt the recipe slightly. I'm going to basically do another half on top. Now, I was hoping. Oh, we've got this view, by the way, so you can see all the stuff down the corner. I was hoping to have it all weighed out, so it was all sorted, but I ran out of time because this is the first one, so I've been panicking slightly. So that's why I haven't had it all weighed out. But I got my scales, and we're okay. If you like this, or you know someone that does, then please do send on the page facebook.com/there's a mat in the kitchen, and we'll see. We'll see where it goes. It's just a bit of fun. It's just a bit of fun. So I'm going to start weighing out my bits and pieces and see what we've got. Right. I've not used this food mixer before, by the way. Not used it. So this is its first outing. So just be kind. Right, what we doing, Delia? Tell us the answer to it all. So I'm going to go with 6 ounces. So it's asking for 4 ounces, but I'm going to go with 6. I'm going to preheat the oven first of all. Now, because this was for the 90s, I don't think fan ovens existed. So it says 170, and I've got a fan oven, so I'm going to go down 160. Unless anyone else has a better idea, I'm going to go 160. All right, so I've just taken it down 10. If you do have any ideas, then I welcome them. All right, that would be wonderful. But I'm going with 160. So, it says about using greaseproof paper on the sponge cases. I'm just over here in the cupboard, which I do have. Whoa. I don't know if you've got a kitchen cupboard like me, but basically it's like Arkwright's till in Open All Hours, if that doesn't age me too much and make me sound like an old man, in that you pull one thing and then suddenly everything else comes down. So I'm going to stop that for the moment. I'm going to sort out my tins. So these are my tins. There we are, lovely tins, but they're 9 inches, and they're those ones with the clips on. And so I'm going to grease those up. I need to go to the fridge. The fridge is over there, as you can see. I'm hoping the sound is okay. I changed the mic. I did a little test last week with my friend Jeff, and I'm going to use that one. I need the eggs out of here anyway. My son had eggs this morning and almost wrecked it for us all. So I'm going to do it because I've only just about got enough eggs. So I'm going to grease this up. It's a Victoria sponge, all-in-one sponge. Oh, I'm a bit loud, aren't I? I'm a bit on the loud front. Let's turn myself down a bit. It's an all-in-one sponge. There we go. All-in-one sponge, and I'm going to do a buttercream and raspberry filling. So the idea is you'll just see me do all the prep work. We'll get it in, and then I'll take a photo when it's done, and then I'll take a photo when it's got all the buttercream and the icing sugar and stuff on, and post it on the page. That's the idea. I don't expect you to sit through however long it's going to take to finish it off. Right. So, I need a pencil, and then we can sort this out. So, let's just do that. Okay, scissors, and we get that in. So do you like my mixer? It's lovely, isn't it? Let me just point down there. Look at that. That is a beautiful mixer, isn't it? Now, normally I'm a sort of a radio guy, and I'm talking about other sorts of mixers, but that is a beautiful food mixer, isn't it? Thanks to our friends at Lakeland. I mean, not that they sponsor it, but you know, they could. Just saying. Right. Thank you for watching this Facebook Live. I hope you're enjoying it, seeing me cut things out. I hope it's all looking and sounding fantastic. I'm just going to whack that up there and just check to see anyone else. Ian Wyatt's joined. Lovely. Morning, Ian. Welcome to Matt in the Kitchen. I hope you can hear it all. So I'm going to grease up this. I once made mince pies with Ian. Do you remember that, Ian? For a video. But hey ho. So now things have changed. Right, I'm going to grease this up. And then stick the greaseproof paper on. So yeah, it's my mum's. I don't know how old she's going to be. I think, well, you know, between 65 and 70, I think, is probably the kindest way and the way of least chance of getting it wrong. So it's her birthday today, not just this afternoon. And so I thought, well, that's a good opportunity. It's going to be a once a month Facebook Live, and it'll be a good opportunity to do the Facebook Live and make a nice cake at the same time. Right, so that is greased, and let me just have a little look here. That is greased, and then pop the greaseproof paper on top. And then Delia says to grease the greaseproof paper. So I'm going to do that as well. Just a little bit, because I think it's a bit silly, but I'm going to do that just a little bit. Oi, don't ruin the paper now. You've done your best crafting there, Wadey. Right, so that is all done. That is greased of that one. I've just got to do the other one. But now I've got greasy hands, so I got my sink of warm water and I got my towel over here. Lovely. Are these lights here really annoying? If you could let me know, because I'm not really sure what to do about them. Because the trouble is I need light to be able to see. You know, call me old-fashioned, but I'd quite like lights to see. Right, let's do it again. So I'm sort of up against the deadline with this mat in the kitchen, because basically my wife and my son are out. He's out dancing, and kind of I don't really want to. I don't really like my son to be on social media, so the idea is we'll just quickly do it while they're out. And so they return. Let me think. They return about. Well, he finishes his class about 11:30. So what are we? 1:45. That's all right. We're doing all right, because once it's in the oven, then. We'll have a little chat. I'll answer any comments, if there are any, or just hellos. Give some shout-outs, as they seem to do on Radio 2 an awful lot these days. Rather than actually any show prep, but hey-ho. Right. Sort this out. I bet this crinkle is coming across wonderfully on the old box. I'd love it if you were watching, if you could do a comment, because I've got this fantastic little gadget that will put your comment on the air, as it were. So if you are watching, just a comment to say hi, something like that. That would be wonderful. I'm going to cut this off. Right. That is the greaseproof paper sorted. I just need to grease up the other one. Oh, wonderful. Look who it is. Look who it is. It is my lovely wife has put something up. I need to just do something. Just one moment, please, caller. Your call is important to us. Let's just do that. And that, I forgot about that, and that, go, there. my son is obviously watching. My son is obviously watching today, or well, he should be dancing. That's what he should be doing. So anyway, there you go. So there's the lovely comments. And so thank you, Abby, for that. Always rely on you. And we say hello to Victoria as well. Hi, Matt. What type of cake? I missed the start. It's absolutely fine, Victoria. We are doing a all-in-one sponge. It is dead simple today. We are doing an all-in-one sponge from Delia's Complete Cookery Course, a new edition for the 1990s. All right? It's for my mum's birthday. So we are doing that. Thank you, Victoria. Let's get rid of that. So what did you think? I think those comments worked wonderfully. Oh, Ruben says he's done his tap. He's waiting for... he's done his ballet. He's waiting for tap. That's why he's watching. Okay. So we'll do that. We'll do some more comments later on. Let's get this one sorted out. We'll get this one done. So yeah, it's a basic cake, and then I'm going to do a buttercream and raspberry filling, and I'm going to do that in the middle and on the top as well with these. And Victoria, you'll love these, with these little toppers as well. I think that top green one looks like a cabbage, but no, it's leaves. It's leaves. So going to do that, and then I've got some nice pinky flowers to stick on the top. So it's going to kind of be pinky reddish with the raspberries. Right, stick that in. See, I should have done this beforehand. You don't need to see me grease proofing a tin, do you? Lovely. Right, they are done. Done. Let me just sort my fingers out. Lovely. If you could just do a brief comment on how the audio is, whether it sounds okay, whether I'm too loud, or whether it's all okay. It's going to be a bit echoey because I'm in my kitchen after all. That would be appreciated. Right then, we are going to do 6 ounces of self-raising flour sifted. So it's called an all-in-one sponge. Let me just go back here. It's called an all-in-one sponge because you bung it all in at the same time. Yeah. So we're going with 6 ounces of self-raising flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, 6 ounces of margarine or butter, 6 ounces of caster sugar, 3 large eggs, and some vanilla essence. All right. So all right. So what I'm going to do is, this mixer, I don't know if you've ever seen them. Well, you've probably seen them on Bake Off and stuff. It's got a little lock here at the back. So you flick that, and then you can lift this beast up. And then you also have to sort of twist that to get the bowl out, which is a massive bowl. It is massive. I think it's 4.8 litres. Stainless steel bowl. Courtesy of our friends at Lakeland. Although I wish it was. Lakeland, you know what to do. Right. So I'm going to stick that on there then. And let's go back to our other view. I don't know if you really want to see me. I don't know. But hey, we'll figure it out. Right, so there's my bowl. I'm going to turn that on. I got my sieve. Grams. It's in grams because, you know, who does ounces these days? 55. 165 grams of self-raising flour. Here's the flour. Thank you for watching if you are on Facebook. Let me just say hello to people, because, you know, it'd be rude otherwise, wouldn't it? Andy Carter's joined, Emma's joined, Phil Meacham's joined. Oh, Andy. What are you like? Right. No, I'm weighing my sieve there. 165 grams. Oh, come on. No, don't fail me now. What does it say? Oh, unstable. Right. Interesting idea. We might have bacon sandwiches for lunch. Right, 165 grams. That'll do. Stick that in. Sieve that in. So with my mixer, I've got a sort of a spill guard thing. And I'm a bit alarmed because I might have done this wrong. Right. Wait a second, cooler. I'm going to pour that. Oi! I'm going to pour that in there. I might have done my scalings wrong. Right, stick that on. Oh dear, I'm having a bit of a nightmare here. Right, stick that on, turn that off. £165 grams. Yes, right, fine. Did it right. Stick that into there. Next one. What's next, Delia? Let's get rid of that, sack that off bacon sandwiches. Absolutely terrible, eh? Right, what are we doing? Get with it, Wadey. Teaspoon of baking powder. This one, I don't know what, I don't know about you. I mean, I don't do much baking, but I always find my baking powder, like, goes off in the back of the cupboard. I'm trying not to get tangled up in my cables. Right, teaspoon of baking powder. I'm going to do a little bit more because that's it. You don't want it to taste of baking powder, but there we go. Sorted. 165 grams of soft margarine. My margarine of choice is Clover. So I'm going to do 165 grams of that. You're probably thinking this is a bit weird to be watching someone baking. Well, it's no more weird than, you know, you could just turn on BBC Two and probably see someone baking now. But this is just me in my kitchen. 165 grams. So this is going to be a monthly thing. And I've had a... that'll do. So that goes into the bowl. Stick that back. Can't lick my fingers when I'm on Facebook Live. I would have licked that margarine off, but that's disgusting. Right. 165 grams. Oh, I should have done 155. Oh dear, my maths is not very good. Caster sugar. So I'm going with a mixture. So I'm going with 80 of each. So has everyone had a good week? I hope so. It's been a bit full on. Everyone seems to have just sort of woken up to they need to start getting work done, which for me means people hassling me for stuff. Oh, that'll do. Oh, I've gone a bit crazy. See if I can get a lump out. So we've got my family coming over this afternoon. This really is a bit of a bonkers time to have done this, but hey, we've got my family coming over later on. The lounge and dining room is an absolute nightmare. It's only the kitchen that's presentable. So, right, 166 grams of sugar. As long as we keep the same amounts now, you know, I might have done it wrong. Right, 3 large eggs and a bit of vanilla extract. Right, getting some feedback here. There we go. Just cut off my head a bit. Cut off my head, that'll be fine. Right, 3 eggs. So I've done all my measuring. So that was 165 grams of self-raising flour, 165 grams of caster sugar. I've done a mix of white and golden caster sugar. 165 grams of butter or margarine, 3 large eggs, and vanilla extract. So 3 large eggs. Let's move this out the way. Get my massive bowl. Here we go. We are making, I think maybe this is a good bit of feedback. We are making an all-in-one sponge from Delia's recipe. Delia is down here. Do you see her? It's an all-in-one sponge with a buttercream and raspberry filling. And so the oven's on, the oven there, and so you're just going to see up to this bit really. Then the cake's going to bake. I'll take a picture when it comes out, stick that up on Facebook. I've then got to let it cool, and then I will do I'll do the buttercream stuff while we're here. Right, I need something to pop the eggshells in. 3 eggs, in you go. And then I'll take a picture of the finished thing, and again, stick that up on Facebook. Facebook.com/there's a mat in the kitchen. Yeah, my son had eggs for breakfast. Thankfully, left me with the 3 eggs that I needed. All right. Give the hands a bit of a wash. Give them a bit of a dry. So 3 eggs are in. Move the eggs off Delia's face. She never likes that. And then we simply add all the other ingredients into the bowl, whisk them till thoroughly combined. If the mixture doesn't drop off a wooden spoon easily when tapped on the side of the bowl, then add 1 or 2. Oh, I need to do my vanilla thingamajibs. So this is vanilla extract. And the trouble is, it's not got a lid. And so, and I don't have I don't have the firmest of hands, steadiest of hands. So I need to sort of balance it a bit. Let's stick that in. That'll probably do. And so that's a nightmare. In the old days, when I used to bake with my mum, used to be able to tip them up, and it used to go beep, 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 and then that would be it. Happy days. Andy Carter, thank you very much for watching. Andy's off. He's enjoying it. Good. Right, so that's all in. Lovely. If you're into trains, Andy Carter's YouTube channel, which is Calling All Stations, is all about trains. Right, so that's going in. So I'm going to move this into a nice position here. And, oh, look at that. Look at that. So, if you've got a KitchenAid, what would you stick this on? What would you stick this on? Yeah? Because it's got 10 speeds. I'm going for 2, 4 and 6. 2 slow speed, 4 medium speed, 6 fast speed. All right? That's what I'm going for. If you've got any insight, then let me know. I've looked in the manual, but this is the first time I've used this. All right. So I do have a spill guard thingy. I'm going to stick that on because if it was to suddenly make a huge mess, then it would be stupid, wouldn't it? Right. Let's go. Wow, that is quick. There's no mess in there. All right. Let's have a look. Morning to Mark on Facebook. Whisk till thoroughly combined. If the mixture doesn't drop off a wooden spoon easily when tapped on the side, then add some water and whisk again. Let's have a look. Oh, take the spill thingy-majib off. I didn't need that, did I? It's perfectly clean. And I was... Right. Looks a bit... Need to get a wooden spoon out. So, Mr. Grantham, always there with the comments. Right, I'm not sure. So, no, so that's not dropped off easily. I'm going to give it a bit more. I'm going to give it a bit more time. So I think I'm on... There we go. I can't believe how quick it is. All right. Lovely. Just going to get rid of all of these for the moment. Thanks for all your comments and everything and your watches. Right, where's my wooden spoon? I think that'll do. I think that'll do. So you twist this bowl to get it off. I need to sort of... So this is Matt in the kitchen. We are making an all-in-one sponge from Delia's recipe book, which is just here. Delia. Complete cookery collection. It's not always going to be cakes, but I am a big fan of cakes, so it'll be mostly cakes. Right. So this beater, I think we finished with it. So that goes on and twists off here, and this is the first outing of my mixer. We're making an all-in-one sponge, and we'll make some buttercream and raspberry filling in a minute. But I'm going to do that without the use of the food mixer, I think. Okay, so let's move that out of the way. Come back to me. I'm going to cut my head off because apparently those lights are really annoying. So, I've got my mix here. Lovely. It's going to be a bit bright. Better in that one. And then I have to divide it into the two tins that we prepared earlier. This is where you kind of go, oh, I hope I've done enough. Because I've increased the recipe. It's going to be a monthly cookery show. Well, I say cookery show. It's going to be a monthly fly on the wall of There's a Mat in the Kitchen. And you're probably thinking this is the weirdest thing. Why the heck is he doing it? Well, I bought this expensive food mixer. Also, another reason why I'm doing a cake for my mum is she gave me the money for it. So I bought this expensive food mixer because I've always lusted after one. I need to get the spatula out. And And so this will give me an incentive. Plus, I'm interested in Facebook Live and gadgets and stuff. This will give me a reason to do it. Because of you guys. If you do have other friends on Facebook that like baking, or you think would enjoy watching an amateur baker, this is no bake-off, by the way, then please do share the page, facebook.com/there's a mat in the kitchen. Oh, this doesn't look like enough. This doesn't look like enough. It's going to be a very big but very slim cake. Let's hope the self-raising flour does its job, and also the baking powder is still alive. This is May 2018, so right, that's one done. Going to do the other one. Trouble with greaseproof paper is it comes up at the edges, which is a bit of a nuisance. So if only I could tell you that I've got some celebrity chef friends that will be joining me on Facebook Lives of the future. I haven't, in a word. But I am open. I know Tom Kerridge has got a new book out at the moment. So, you know, Tom, I know you're from the West Country, but you could pop up to Essex. And of course, Jamie, you know, you're local. Just pop into the kitchen of Matt in the Kitchen. It'd be great to have you. Just saying. Right. All right, well, I'm a bit concerned because there's not much filling. It's not very deep. If you have a look at that, it's not very deep, is it? Let me just double check my instructions. $30. Right, so they're going in. I've just got to level this one off a little bit because it's a little bit spiky. It will level off in the oven. And as you can see from my big tin here, my big mixing bowl, I could get stacks of cakes in there. Absolute stacks. So it's going into the oven. I don't have an oven shot apart from there it is. Middle shelf of the oven. And one, and oh no, this is the disaster. Is that going to shut? Oh yes. So they're both in the middle shelf for 30 minutes. So I'm going to set the timer. This is you know, true bake off, isn't it? You know, setting timers, ting 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 ting. My oven is fierce, so I'm going with 28. Okay, going with 28. Let's get rid of that. Let's just pop across so I can see who's joined. Libby has joined. Morning. And Mark and Andy has gone off. So Libby has joined. Welcome, Libby. Welcome to my kitchen. Let me just go back here and see you properly. Hello. So I'm making for those that have just joined in. I'm making a cake for my mum. It's her birthday today, 13th of January, and I'm also using my new food mixer. Yeah, a reason to use my food mixer. And so I'm baking her a cake, an all-in-one sponge with buttercream and raspberry filling. All right, the cakes have just gone into the oven over here, and they will take 30 minutes. Well, 27 minutes. All right, that is the score. Libby, if you're still watching, that is the score. That is what we are doing today, and it's time to do the buttercream filling. Now, I'm sure I've done buttercream filling before, but I'm not quite sure. You have a fierce oven. Is that how they sold it to you? No, they didn't actually. I think they sold it to us by saying this is X display and it's currently £150 cheaper. I think that was how they did it, but I'm not quite sure. It is fierce though, because I think we had a fan oven before, but I can't quite remember. But this one does seem fierce. AEG, if you want to send me another one, slightly less fierce, that'd be great. Right, buttercream filling. Now, I got the buttercream filling recipe. Oh no, it's on my phone, and my phone is basically this camera here. But that's okay, I have my iPad here that I can use instead, because I got the recipe and I pasted it into my notes. Where on earth are they? There. Wait, sort yourself out. Right. Recipes for the filling. Okay, and again, I'm going to do and a half this. I can't speak today, which doesn't help, does it? I'm going to make more than I need, because I'm going to do a filling in the middle of the sponge and at the top, because then we are placing these little beauties on top. They are not cabbages. These are not cabbages. Leaves. Okay, not cabbages, not Brussels sprouts, leaves. And we will place those on top with some real raspberries. So, anyone got a calculator? What's 85? Half of 85 plus 85 is what I need to sort out. Right, turn that on. Well, half of 80 is 40, isn't it? Plus 85 is 125. So I'm going with 125. All right. Let's go to my notes. 125. 125 grams. So it's not a bad day today, hey? It was dreary, wasn't it, during the week? Absolutely dreary, but it is January. 125. Oh, 124. I'll just do a little spinch more. Right. Half of 175 plus 175. Oh dear. Half of 180 is 90. 265 grams I'm going for. 265. Let me just get rid of this. 265. I should have brought a calculator here with me today. $265. $265 plus 30. 295. 395. 395. Icing sugar. Sorry, you really didn't need to see that, did you? Goodness me, icing sugar a go-go, 395, lovely. A few drops of vanilla extract. This is where I get dodgy again. What is the difference between extract and essence? I have no idea. Right. So, I think that's about it. Just go back there. 125. Oh, Rob, you're doing my maths for me. Cheers, man. Right. So, icing sugar and butter. Well, margarine. And I'm going to mix it together with my wooden spoon. Should I clean off the wooden spoon first? I should, and I will. I'm just in the sink here, nothing to worry about, nothing to see here. Oh, you can actually see me in the sink. Oh, that's marvellous. That's marvellous. Whoopsie daisy. Right. I'm not going to use the electric mixer for this then. I'm just going to use raw power. I'm going to turn off my, talking about power, I'm going to turn off my scales. 20 minutes left on the cake. So, just need to mix this together. If I get a bit closer, then you might be able to see a bit more. You can send through your comments in a minute if you want to, or your hellos. Because once this is done, then I'm pretty much going to love you and leave you. And wait for my cake to finish. Then later on Facebook I'll be sticking a picture of the cakes when they come out. We'll have a little sneak peek before we finish the broadcast at how it's going. So I shouldn't have done. I should have put this in the food mixer because my raw power, you know, is not very powerful. So it's only once a month, but I do appreciate you joining me as we try this. There's a mat in the kitchen. What am I going to do? I seem to have done too much icing sugar, but I want this to go inside the cake and also, oh, my arms, and also on the top, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I should have got some raspberry jam as well. Oh, yeah. That's coming together now. It's coming together. Stick it on my big fat tummy. Oh. Right. Yeah, it's probably going to be delicious. Yeah. Yeah, it's delicious. Because, you know, it's butter and icing sugar. Do you think I should whack a few raspberries into it? I'm going to do that. Right. The idea is the raspberries are going to go in the middle of the cake with a little bit of this, and then I'm going to do the top with this, and put on these decorations, which are like flowers. So I might as well. I'm getting a yes. It's a good thought. It's a good thought, Terry. How many should I do? I'm going to do 3. Oh, I'm tired after that. Right, just wash these. I'm tired after that mixing. So, do I chop in or mash in? I think chop sounds sensible. Let's do that. So, for those joining in, I am making an all-in-one sponge from Delia Smith's recipe book. And I've used my new mixer and I've been astounded by how quick it is. Oh! It's for my mum's birthday, which is today, the 13th of January. She is somewhere between 65 and 70. Right, just making those up. You may have noticed, if you are a real fond looker, that whenever I concentrate, I stick my tongue in my cheek. And so I can only apologise. It really winds my wife up. Especially if I'm not actually doing anything that requires concentration, but I'm watching someone that does. Because I apparently do it then. But hey. Right, let's turn Terry's comment off before people get the wrong idea. Thank you for joining us, Terry. Lovely to have you on board. Tell your friends. Right, so I've made some raspberries. I'm going to stick those in to the buttercream mix. And, oh look, I've still got a bit of icing sugar there. And then I'm just going to, oh, that is beautiful. Oh yeah. Good one. Good suggestion. I just need to be gentle with them because I don't want it to be complete mush. You use the other end. This spatula's great. See, it's got 2 ends. Fat end, thin end. And it means that if you've mucked up the fat end, as I have with the cake mix, I can use the other end for this bit. All right. I'm going to leave that there. That's all okay. And I'm going to leave the buttercream with the raspberries in it for later on, because I can't do anything because the sponge will be warm when it comes out. And so I need to do all of this by 2 o'clock, but that's okay. On the timer, 14 minutes left. Wow, the sponges are rising. I could show you. Because that sponge I couldn't put on the inside too well. It's gone on the wonk. I'm gonna get that one out. This really is like Bake Off, kneeling down. Turn my fierce oven down. Just a little bit. Right, let's do some little comments. Let's have a look. Well, let's first of all just see who's joined. Who's joined? Luke has joined. Morning, Luke. I'm used to watching you on Facebook Live. So let's do some comments. Let's do some comments. Oopsie daisy, I didn't mean to do that. Oh dear, this is terrible scenes. I accidentally quitted something, which I didn't mean to. Oh no. How do I go back? History. Let's try that. Oh yeah, wonderful, good. Okay. And sorry about this, I just accidentally quitted my browser, which was terrible. I didn't mean to do that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Sorry about that. Let's have a look. And that's great. Fine. Fantastic. So let me just go back here. And you don't need to see my stomach anymore. So let's go back here. Wonderful. Wonderful. And we'll go to the comments. We'll go to the comments. Luke, thank you. This is really intriguing. That's my Saturday lunchtime entertainment sorted. Thank you, Luke. You are a marvel. Luke does his own little Facebook Live on the community radio station in Chelmsford. Oh no! Wait a minute. I've got breaking news on the Facebook Live front from your Luke Barnard. Let me have a look. Oh, active. Go. I've gone down to doing Facebook Lives once a month. Yeah, because of the rules. It's the rules, man. Let me just shrink that down. Because Luke does his whole radio show on it. And so yeah. Hey ho. That's why I'm just doing baking. Technology here, says Simon. Absolutely. You're right there. It's good when it works, terrible when it doesn't. So thank you for that, and thank you for watching. So I've got my food, my buttercream here, my raspberry buttercream filling, and that is going to go in my cake, which is due out in 10 minutes. And I think we're pretty much done. I will do some more. I will take some photos when it's done, and I will also do some photos once it's iced, and I've got a bit of icing sugar on the top, because maybe that is only going to be enough to fill the middle. No, it should be all right. I'll do a thin layer at the bottom, raspberries, and then a thin layer on the top. That'll be fine. That will be fine. I'm just thinking out loud here. Thank you for joining me for the first Facebook Live. There's a mat in the kitchen. It's going to be once a month. I think it's going to be the second Saturday of the month. But if you just follow me on Facebook, then I will let you know. And do like the page and tell your friends about it as well. If you've got friends that are into baking, then that would be wonderful. And I think that's it. I think I am going to stop broadcasting.